Hello everyone and welcome in this video about phrasal verbs. So a phrasal verb is a verb plus a particle. For example, put off. Put is the verb and the particle is off. In this sentence, I put off my trip. It means I postponed my trip. So the verb and the particle have a special meaning. So when you use the same verb with a different particle, the meaning changes. For example, put off means to postpone, put on to cover your body, put back to return something, and put away to put something in its original place. Some phrasal verbs have more than one meaning. For example, keep on means to continue and not to remove something. Take off means to remove and to leave. So it depends on the context in which the phrasal verb is used. Now let's discuss some kinds of phrasal verbs. So the first type is transitive phrasal verbs. So these verbs have objects. For example, are you writing down these notes? Or I haven't called Mr. Wilson back. So in both cases we have an object. By contrast, intransitive phrasal verbs are verbs which do not have objects. For example, Tony's car broke down. We don't know who broke it down. Jane grew up in a small town and we don't know who did the action. Now, most phrasal verbs are separable. The verb and the particle can be separated. For example, Jamie put on his coat. Or you can put the noun between the verb and the particle and Jamie put his coat on. Now here comes the big question, when to separate phrasal verbs. You can separate the verb and the particle when the object consists of just a few words. For example, Mr. Wilson called his appointment off. Now we're done with the phrasal verbs. Everybody is asking, how can I learn the phrasal verbs by heart? So the only way to learn them is by practice and using them in context to get the real meaning. Alright, thank you very much.